Your vault has divided into factions. You must resolve the conflict any way you see. You're chief of sector.
I'm not familiar with this test scenario. Professor Bott must have come up with it on his own.
Turned down by a potential boss once again. If you told me when I first got here that I would be anything other than the overseer of a control vault, I wouldn't have believed you. Now that I'm here, I'm a little more realistic about things. The overseer at Vault 96, one of the hottest postings outside of 76, wouldn't even give me the time of day. The man sent me a form letter as a rejection, for God's sake. At this rate, I'm gonna end up shipped out to the West Coast to work as a janitor in 29 with a bunch of obnoxious rich teenagers or something. It's clear that Vault-Tec is a hive of nepotism and action. You can't get ahead of attend every lecture and write every paper. There's no passion. And some of these, they just don't understand what Vault-Tec means. Meanwhile, I...
Fugitive is attempting to evade capture. Beginning pursuit.
You're the new overseer? Heck of a boiling pot you're stepping into. Little tiff between the engineers and the med staff is ready to blow. There was a That's not the worst of it. Dr. Loris, head of the medical team, refused to send in help. Quarantined the reactor area so nobody died trying to go in. Head engineer Brass accused the doctor of murder. Then, a couple days later, people noticed that one of the doctors... Everyone thinks it's a revenge killing. An eye for an eye. I don't know, Overseer. There's no proof the head engineer did anything nefarious, but there's no proof he didn't do it either. It'll be up to you to sort out this mess. Sorry I couldn't be of more help. I'll be here if you need me.
Overseer, I'm so glad you've stepped into this little mess of ours. I'm sure you'll resolve the matter swiftly. I don't have a feud with Brass. He has a feud with me. I'm only doing my job, Overseer, looking out for the health of the vault. And I'm sorry to say that, in my medical opinion, the chief engineer is suffering from paranoia and revenge fixation. We can't let that fester. Simple. You can authorize me to place the head engineer under medical supervision. A combination of chems and therapy will do the rest. There might be some protest, but I think our combined authority will keep that to a minimum. Some treatments can seem horrible at first, but it's the welfare of the patients and everyone around them that we must concern ourselves with. But it's your decision, of course. Let me know if you want to discuss it again later.
Yes, Overseer? What security says? Dr. Loris had no right to quarantine the reactor. Leaving Kellerman to die? Murder. That's all there is to it. I want justice, Overseer. No. Half this vault thinks he did the right thing. You do anything to him now, that split will turn violent. I want him exposed. Prove to everyone that he's the bad gear in this vault's engine. Loris put on a good show when he quarantined the reactor area. But what if more happened than folks remember? A few selective edits to the security recordings, and we can make sure everyone sees Loris for what he really is. Now, I can't just waltz into the security office, but you could, being the Overseer and all. You're out then? Fine. Hope your moral compass doesn't send us all careening off a cliff.
He's laying it on a little thick, but good on you for showing some integrity. There's a better way. We'll find...
What is it, Overseer? Said it before. I want everyone to see him for the murderer he... Loris put on a few selective edits. Now I can't just bring the holo... And... Thank you, Overseer. Almost beginning to like you, Overseer. Not yet. No. You got something else? Not yet. Think you and I will get along, Overseer? almost beginning to like you, Overseer. You got something else?
How can I help? Like I said, simple. There might be some. Just take my diagnosis over to the security team and say that you agree with my recommendations. Once any unpleasantness is dealt with, I can guarantee you that the vault will be back to peace and quiet in no time.
Engineers are to blame for all this nonsense, not us. Do you have a question, Overseer? Delusional paranoia? I suppose his preoccupation with Kellerman's. You sure you want to do this, Overseer? Don't think Brass will come quietly. He'll have the engineers with him, too. By your order, Overseer. All right, Brass. The Overseer and I are taking you in.
Is that right?
You going to make this easy for everyone?
Don't think I will. No.
I'm not about to stop it.
Anything I can do to help? You must be bloody stupid if you can't hide from me.
Must we play hide and seek now? Do stand still.
Shame it had to end this way. But at least it's settled. Thank you for your help, Overseer. Vault's a better place because of you.
When I first did a vault simulation, there was a water emergency. Had to ration what little we had. Some people died. Riots had to be contained. We were lucky 76 never had to go through either of these cases. The worst is what being an overseer